What's up guys, it's Amani here. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can farm froglights. Now the farm itself is based off of a design by ilmango, but before we get into the dimensions and how that works, I just want to cover what are froglights. Froglights are these lights that you can see back here. They're a light decorative block. You can get them by having a frog of the respective color eat the smallest possible magma cube, and we'll get into more about what that means in this farm design. But let's talk about the frogs. So frogs, you can find them in the swamp biomes, whether that's the new mangrove swamp that just came out with 1.19, or you can get them in your, that good OG swamp. Um, there are different frog types, and that's important because, as you can see, this is the pearlescent froglight. You get that with only the warm weather frogs. Warm weather frogs, you can get them in desert biomes, savannas, hot biomes in general. Um, yeah, so any kind of badland, I believe mesas, things like that, um, you'll be able to get these frogs here. Then there are cold weather frogs, any kind of snowy biome. If you see snow, it's a good sign that you can get these types of frogs there. Then there are your temperate boys. These are my favorite. Look at how good he is. He is beautiful. And also probably a much more common biome. Yeah, all most typical forest biomes. So things like dark oak, most birch forests, just forest biomes in general, plain biomes, mountain biomes, windswept hills, I believe, things like that will get you this guy right here. Those same rules apply with oceans. So if you have a cold weather ocean, then you're gonna get this guy. If you've got I think lukewarm, which I'm not sure. Yeah, lukewarm, I believe you'll get this, and then hot, obviously you'll get this guy. Anyways, beyond that, the thing is that these frogs will only spawn in the swamp biomes. So you'll have to breed two swamp or two two frogs at that swamp with some slime balls. They will make a frog spawn block that will hatch into a tadpole, which you can pick up with a bucket. Then you bring that bucket over to one of these respective biomes, depending on what frog you want, what frog you need, I should say. This is not a matter of wanting. This is a need. Um, whatever frog you need. Now, at this point, you've got your frog, right? But you can only get these blocks here from magma cubes. They have to eat magma cubes. So if you're doing this in the survival, you're gonna have to get these frogs on a lead and through a nether portal to make this farm. Which I am doing a Let's Play series as well on this channel, and I do plan on doing this sometime. So if you want to see a man go through immense pain for some frogs, then please be sure to look out for that. Anyways, that's enough about that. Let's talk about how we can farm these froglights because we only want to bring these frogs to the nether once. We don't want to do this journey more than once. Let's go ahead and first appreciate what I've done here. It's very nice. Very good. All right, let's go in here and let's talk about it. Like I said, this is based on ilmango's design. I'm not going to take credit for this part of the video. This is all ilmango. Smart dude. Much smarter than me when it comes to redstone and all that game mechanics, all that fun stuff. Basically what's happening here is we're at the bottom of a bastion remnant, okay? That's where you can find these magma cube spawners. If you're doing a survival game, that's going to be an immense task to clear out an area. In a bastion remnant, you're going to have these guys everywhere. So you're going to want to come prepared for that. But the dimensions of this, okay. So from the spawner, you're going to want to have about at least 5 blocks of space above the spawner to allow for all sizes of magma cubes to spawn. Then about 11 blocks of space going down from the spawner. So about 11 blocks from the ground floor to the spawner. Then the actual dimensions are going to be 11 by 11 with a basically a checkerboard pattern of these powdered snow blocks, 1 block above the ground. Now the reason this is here, as you're probably witnessing, these big magma cubes are spawning, falling down, and anything that isn't this small, these small little guys that are able to be consumed by the frogs, because the frogs can only eat these tiny guys. Anything that's not these guys is going to die with these powdered snow blocks. Every magma cube variant other than these guys are technically larger than the size of one block, meaning any space down here is going to harm them. So yeah, watch here. So that guy and this guy. So this guy looks like he's one block, but he will actually start taking some damage here in a second. Right? And then the frogs are going to be able to eat these. Look at them go. Anyways, I think you guys get the gist of what's happening here. I'm going to go ahead and... Come on now. I'm going to attempt to get out. I'm going to go underground. This is where I kind of vary a little bit from his design. It's the same concept. We've got a minecart with a hopper picking everything up from underneath. And it's going to track back here and come up onto our unloading station into a chest. Now, the unloading station is a little bit different than ilmango's original design. He has it set up with observers and a shard, a crystal shard, and a switch that allows you to turn this on and off if you wish to turn it off when you leave, so you don't have to worry about background lag or anything. That doesn't really matter that much to me, to be honest. So this is kind of a easier design to follow. It's obviously you've got your minecart, hopper, all that track. You guys know how to do that. Don't really need to explain that. But right here, it's basically just hopper. You run a comparator against it. A block next to your comparator. Then a redstone torch to create an inverter. Then a block on top of the torch to be powered by the torch. Now, next to that is the redstone repeater, and what's happening is each time this cart comes back here, it's unloading all of its contents into the hopper, and once it's done doing that, this rail right here gets powered again and gets to go back to collect again. So we'll wait for it to come back, and I'll show you doing just that. And an obvious benefit of this as well is, you're also going to get a lot of magma cream from doing this, so we virtually won't have to worry about that ever again. So yeah, see, comes here, comparator's powered. Once the status of this hopper changes, it goes to the inverter powering this repeater, which sends the signal through this block, which powers the rail again, sending it back and repeating the process. Very cool stuff. But yeah, that's about it, guys. One thing I wanted to add, if you're looking to build this in creative to play with it, it took me a long time to figure out how to get these two variants of the frog in the game in creative mode, without literally getting a lead and bringing them into the nether. Because if you use the egg, all you're going to get is the warm weather frog. So if you're trying to figure out how to get these two guys, it's a line. So it's summon Minecraft frog, then squiggly boy, squiggly boy, squiggly boy, bracket, variant, and then whichever one you want. So let's get a temperate, and there we go. That's how you do that. Okay, no, but for real, guys, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any questions about this, please let me know. Once again, this is basically ilmango's farm. I just changed the way the unloader works because having the switch there isn't really a game changer for me personally. I'll leave a link to his original tutorial because he does I believe four different designs as well, other than this one. You could theoretically do this farm outside of a bastion remnant. It would just not be as efficient, because obviously magma cubes do naturally spawn in other biomes, but you're just not going to get the same level of spawn rate as you would with taking the time to dig this out underneath a bastion and using the spawner. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed.